today.
Hello there, so I just finished my Grand Arena round when the newsletter just popped up for me, and I just had a quick read through, and obviously it's to do with a journey guide. This is the update I was actually quite looking forward to, because I think it'll be really good for new and old players, just to have that sort of journey guide just sort of neater. So I had a quick look already, but I wanted to sort of like just show it off, basically. So it's really cool. So let's go through here, and I really like the tier system. I really do like that, and it's good also that it gives you a rough GP recommendation. Although that's probably not going to be very accurate, because you could probably streamline just for an event, because you could have 500 GP and still go for the Mando event. And in a very odd way, I probably would have said that the Mando event should be in tier 2, because that Mando event isn't really that difficult. And also there's obviously, you've still got that debate about the Mando, Beskar Mando character being worth it. Is he actually worth it in the game? So you could, it's just a rough guide. You could definitely streamline and have like 1,000,000 GP and go for Gas, General Anakin Skywalker, or for Malik, basically, which I think is probably still the best route. I do like the Old Republic era, and the Revans are just so good still. I do, I think a lot of the top end players do sort of like overlook how good the Revan characters are still. My favourite part is this. So you go in and it actually gives you step-by-steps, which I think is really, really good. It's really good that it gives you an idea of what to go for, and it's got lots of notes, which I'll have to double check whether is the same as what was on there before, battle details, but I just like this setup. Actually, I could probably redo this one and get 3 stars. But yeah, I really like just the new layout. The new layout is really nice. It's a little bit like the guild territory battle events, like the way that it's all been laid out. It's a little bit similar to that. I think it's really, really cool, really good. Let's just see what happens here if I do this. Okay, yeah, so it just takes you to packs. So you could save up crystals, maybe go for this pack sort of thing. It's okay looking. Do you receive one of every single one? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, at least it gives you an idea. Does it give you different? No, it's just, that's it. One or nothing. Shop. Yeah, really, really cool. Probably won't be trying to 3-star that at any time, but let's do an eye. Oh, okay, it just takes me to my character. Interesting. I was wondering whether it's going to do something different or not. Does it actually do anything different if I go into battle? No. Okay, cool. That's fine. I just really like the layout. The layout is really, really nice. Nice and streamlined. So that's the dark path. Okay, and then the light path is here. Cool. And then this is just going to be... Okay, yeah, you've prerequisites. Nice. I think that's really cool. I think it's a really, really good idea to do this. And then, yeah, definitely clean. It's much cleaner, much easier to see what is going on. And then does it... Ooh, Oh, I like that. I have joined, haven't I? Yeah, I have, yeah. Oh, I like that. That's got a really nice, that's really nice. That has got a very good look to that. I really like that. That looks awesome. The artwork looks different. I'm assuming they've done new artwork, which would make sense. Yeah, I think that's new, or it was very cropped. One or the other. I'll have to go on the art station and see what the artists have done, if they've done new art for this. Have they? Yeah, I think that's new. That looks new. I don't recognise it. So if I keep scrolling through, does it go through details of the event? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so some of the territory battle stuff. So it just tells you the characters you can use, but not too much detail about the event itself. Can I do the Anakin thing? Obviously I can't. I'm too far away, but I was just... What can I do? That's interesting. So can I actually do anything else? No, I'll try and click, but nothing's going. Let's do this event. Can I click on anything? Ooh, that's interesting. Ah, that's cool. So it actually gives you... I'm assuming... Because I've not done a Galactic Legend, I don't actually know whether it tells you any of this sort of information anyway. But that is pretty nifty. That's pretty cool. It tells you what you need to do to unlock all of that. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, I'm going to have a proper read through. But it's pretty decent that it can do all of this. Anyway. Yeah, but... Oh, that Kenobi event was awesome. Watching all these people doing that event and seeing how easy it was. Yep, I really want to do that one. But I'm more closer to this event, so drew the short straw on that one. But it'll be interesting to see when I actually do this, how it is going to help me. I'm sure it will help me, but it will be interesting to see if it's going to be very useful or not. So I'm assuming that, yeah, these are all the different tiers. That's cool though. That is really, really cool. I like that. So, final thoughts. I think this is really good for new and old. It makes Arnold's sort of like the journey guide that he's made a little bit redundant. He probably will have to redo that so that you can sort of like still be streamlined and just go for certain key characters. I think basically tier 5 is the end goal for a lot of these, and I would probably still recommend the Old Republic, Sith Empire teams as a new player coming in. I think those were really, really good ones to go for. And then you then just mop up all the other ones, really. Yeah, interesting. Really, really interesting. Yeah, I'll have to see whether I can create a guide. That'll be pretty cool. But because I would actually argue the Mando event is not really tier 3. It's not really tier 3. And then the Padme event, I think, if I recall rightly, I had to have Gear 11 characters for that event. The Jedi Training Ray event, I had Gear 8. The CLS event, I think I had Gear 9, but I think you can do it with Gear 8. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Mando event you can do Gear 8 or 9. So I think the Padme team, or the Padme event, is the odd one out, because that one is quite tough. That final tier is tough. It's very dependent on RNG if you're doing it on Gear 10. It's possible, but you're going to spend ages doing it. The same with the C-3PO event. I did it with Gear 9, but again, that was like 6 or 7 hours of torture. That was awful. I would not recommend that to anybody. I think just to save yourself 6 or 7 hours of torture, do Gear 10 at least. It was just awful. And I had to put on my best mods for that. And ever since I've done that, I have not had the confidence to re-record what I did, because I was trying to record it and I didn't when I did finally get through, and then I was just sort of like, I've done it, I'm not gonna repeat that again. Yeah. C3PO event, that is a nightmare for anyone that's done that. Everyone's got the nightmares for that one. It will be really interesting to go through all of this and replay it. I think I might do that at some point, just do a replay of all of these events, do it in the order that they're saying as well, to see whether they're correct or not. I think that's the main thing, is that we need to get like new and old players to go through this tier system and see whether the community agrees with their tier system. Maybe a few things need to be moved around. I'll probably argue that the Padme one is definitely, you need Gear 11. Definitely Gear 11. The other ones you can do Gear 8. Yeah, interesting. So, with that, on a very positive note, which is very rare for CG, to get from the community, I think that's a really good one. They've done a really good job. I mean, this I think is going to be really cool. This is going to be very cool, this event, but I don't know when that's going live. Does it actually tell you when that's going live? Doesn't look like it. It'll be interesting to see whether I can actually do this event with the people that I've got. Oh no, you can't. You have to have characters. Damn, that's the first time that's ever happened, isn't it? You don't normally have to have the characters relict to do an event like that. Let's just double check here. Does it say? No, it's just for ships. Yeah, see, that's slightly wrong. Yeah, okay, that's not very good. That's not very player friendly. Okay. Alright, well, it went from a high to a low in the end, so on that I'm going to end it before it gets any lower. So I think that's a really good thing that they've done, however. Journey guide is looking really neat. Yeah, so I think until then, until I get around to testing all the different tiers to see whether I agree with it, I'll see you guys soon, and until then, may the force be with you.
Rush run swift. This is a land possible governors.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Always with you, what cannot be done. It's like doing here. Bad idea. Yeah.